Hi there, and welcome to Inspiration with Dr. Sylvia Forchap-Likambi. I miss you. It's been a while. I hope you're doing fabulous and wonderful. I'm going to stop by today to say hello to you. I have a very hectic schedule this week. That's why you've not seen me often, but we'll be live tomorrow at 9 p.m. I just thought I'll stop by today. Thank you for joining me. Make yourself comfortable, and we're going to have a wonderful few minutes together. I just stopped by to say hello to you all. I'll dedicate this music to you as usual by Sonny Badu, and it's Baba. Enjoy your music. Thank you. Welcome. I've missed you all. I can't see who is there. I can see you liking and waving. I can see the number, but I cannot see your names. Thank you, my darling Ella. How are you? Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be back. Well, just make yourself comfortable and I'll have these few minutes with you. Thank you. Please share with your friends. Invite your friends to join us. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. Let it fall on me. Your presence. I love this music so much. You might have heard it over and over in my broadcast. It means so much to me. Most of my books are written with this music in the background. I'm so inspired by this music. Thank you. In your presence. Thank you. Let it fall on me. Let it rain. Let it fall on me. I'm dancing for you. The floodgates, abundance, and let your rain fall on me. The floodgates. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you, Amma. It's been a while, I know. It's been so hectic. Thank you. Thank you all. Good afternoon. Thank you all. Thank you all, beautiful people. You're all amazing and awesome. I hope you're having a wonderful and a glorious day. Thank you all for joining me on board Inspiration with Dr. Sylvia Forchap-Likambi. Refreshing me. I love the rain. Wonderful, wonderful. We're going to start now. Let me just wait for the music to finish. Thank you all. Wonderful. Just put that in the background. It's really not the music, but I just have that in the background. Thank you all, amazing people. Thank you for joining me. It's a wonderful pleasure and privilege to be with you briefly this afternoon on board Inspiration with Dr. Sylvia Forchap-Likambi. Again, it's just all about bringing you some positive vibes for the day, inspiring you and making you have a wonderful day. There is so much negativity out there. I come to you from the beautiful city of Liverpool and the amazing premises of Voice of Nations to bring you some positive news, to bring you some good news, to make you understand that you can still be happy despite what is going on around you or within you, to make you understand that there are still so many good people out there. There are so many good and inspiring and amazing news out there, but it is all about what we are looking for. When we get those inspiring and positive and wonderful news, then we can begin to be inspired and do more good and great works. You know what? I always say that there is so much evil in our world, not because they are not good people, because the good people are quiet. Because amazing people, beautiful men and women like you watching me today, you are so quiet. You don't share your good news, you don't share your wonderful, inspiring and amazing stories. When we begin to share, we begin to inspire one another. Because what happens when there is negative news out there? It gives people strategies. Just like we learn about strategies to succeed in life. When we listen to negative news, we pick strategies, to fail, to do negative things, to do horrible things, and they become the norm. We feel like it is not the norm not to have a wonderful day. In fact, I was listening, I don't listen to the news. Yesterday I had to change my CD in the car, and the radio came on. And while it came on, there was this program. I don't even know the program, because I don't listen to that. And the gentleman on the program, he was talking to this lady. And I think the lady said she's had a very busy day. She woke up very early. I've forgotten what she said she was doing. Because I was not listening to it. It just came up when I was changing my CD. And the gentleman who actually runs the program said, "Are you that idiot to wake up that early?" And the lady smiled and said, "Yeah, I'm an idiot." And I'm thinking, it's not even funny. It's just become so much the norm. Being negative, hearing you are not worthy, that it makes it okay when someone says, "Are you okay?" or "Are you mad? Are you crazy?" Words are life or death. Words are powerful. And that's why you have inspiration. Inspiration moment with me to bring you some inspiring vibes all the way from the United Kingdom, from the beautiful city of Liverpool. Well, today we're just going to be looking briefly at the power of silence. How often do we take time to be still? Do you normally take time all through your day, during the busy schedule, especially in the Western world, where we actually move like robots? People have their programs, they know what next to take, they are constantly rushing to catch the bus, to catch the train. 1 second in time that you lose is going to cost you a lot if that train goes by, if that bus goes by. How often are we still? How often are we silent? There is power in silence. There is power in silence. Make it a habit. Cultivate a daily habit of being silent. When you are silent, you are able to, shut out all the noises, all the confusion, all the turbulence around you. And you can be still and listen to your inner self and connect to the divine within you and find out the power that dwells within you. Spend time being still. It is about you reflecting. When you are still, when you are silent, you see yourself in the mirror as you truly are. Because you tap in, you get within you, and you bring yourself from inside out to yourself, so you can see yourself as you truly are. You can see the things you love about yourself, the things you don't love about yourself, the things you can work on, and build and develop on yourself. So it is paramount for you to be silent. They said even a fool, when a fool is silent, the fool seems to be wise in the eyes of man. There is a time to speak. There is a time to listen. There is a time to be silent. Never be pressured to speak. Never be pressured to take decisions. We had an amazing workshop this afternoon with our students, developing unwavering confidence. In fact, we did a course where we had to step out and, just talk to people on the street. It was wonderful. Looking at these amazing, students who have come a long way, I was so fulfilled. And we deeply talk about the power of silence when they overcome or they encounter challenges in life. We will sure encounter challenges in life. Maybe some of you watching me right now are going through some really challenging and trying moment in your life. I want to tell you something. You must tap into the power of silence. Silence is one of the greatest tools. It is an opportunity for you to step back. It's a great kick-off strategy for victory. When you take time to be silent, it's one of the most powerful strategies to set you and prepare you for victory. Do you know why? Because when you are silent, you detach from that challenging situation. You detach from your current environment. You detach from the circumstances, from what is going on around you, all the noise, all the turbulence, and you focus on within you. In that way, it gives you the power and authority to take control once more. It gives you the power and authority to look within you, to see yourself as you truly and really are. So you don't blame the situation, you don't blame people, you don't blame that circumstance, because blaming that circumstance will not change, It wouldn't change you. We might blame all the horrible people out there in the world, but what is certain, we want a solution. Am I right or wrong? We want to make our world better. And the only way of doing that, if the good people are still, if we are silent and look at what is the solution that we desire, what is it that we have. So in other words, it gives you that opportunity to come within you, to focus on the great strength and power that you have within you, to begin to understand yourself, that this is how this situation makes me feel. This is how this situation, you see, you don't blame the situation, but that is how you feel based on what is happening around you. Because you agree with me, the two of us can go through exactly the same situation in life, the same challenging situation. Our responses are quite different and completely opposite. So can we blame it on that challenge? Can we blame it on our world? Can we blame it on the bad people? Absolutely no. It's about you. It's based on your personality. Too often the challenges we go through in life, once we overcome them, it reveals. Challenges, pressures come to press us, to reveal the true us from within us, to turn us inside out. So it is only what is within you that will be exposed in the moment when you are pressed, you are pressured, and you are troubled. Nothing else. So if you don't like the results you get when you are pressured, when you are stressed, when you are encountering challenges, you know what? Try and take some time and be silent and review your life. Look within you. Look at how you respond to certain circumstances and situations. Look at the ideal way that you would like to feel. Look at the elements around you that make you feel at peace, make you have harmony, make you feel calm, and try to work more on those attitudes. I used to be a very, very impatient lady. You can tell I speak very fast. I've worked a lot, believe me. I've come a long way and I'm working, Honestly, in my courses, I speak slowly. I tell people to stop me. I have the tendency of slowing down. When I speak to children, when I work with children, I speak slowly. But I am conscious. I make the effort because I know I'm a fast speaker. And this is from childhood. So I was so impatient. Sometimes I wasn't a good listener until I started working on myself and became a coach, a professional coach, when I knew that one of my greatest skills is to be able to listen to people. So let me tell you about myself a bit, how impatient I used to be. And I remember my dad telling me this, Sylvia, you need to learn to be patient in life. You need to learn to speak slowly. You need to learn to listen, to be calm. It will help you a lot. You will be able to solve great problems in life if only you learn to be patient, to be calm. When you learn to be silent, because you want to act, but silence brings you at rest. You learn to be patient. You develop your ability of becoming patient. So sometimes, for those who are married, we know that women are so, hands-on. They want to do this, they want to do that. Men, for some of us, especially married to the African man, my husband is wonderful, but they will do things at their own time sometimes. So maybe sometimes I'll ask my husband, sweetheart, can you do this for me? He will just sit back there, relax, laid back, and he will do it at his own timing. I might be so impatient. I will have to repeat it. Honey, I asked you to do this for me. Why haven't you done it? I will have to repeat. When I was teaching people about overcoming challenges, the power of silence, I am my greatest student. I had to learn. I had to implement. Sometimes I tell them, breathe slowly, be still, get back within your count. I had to learn to say, when I asked my husband, please, can you help me do this? I started by counting. Then later on, I moved on. When I'm counting, I'm not focused on him. I switch my attention within me. Sylvia, how are you feeling this moment? The fact that he's delaying what you've asked him to do, how does it make you feel? How are you about to respond? So it's not about him. I can't blame him for responding in any way I have to respond. So I got to understand myself. So I shifted from breathing to counting to looking at the time. I asked him to do me a favor. Maybe I need it immediately. Sweetheart, can you do this for me? I look at the time. I would say I give him 30 minutes. But then listen to me. In that 30 minutes, I am reflecting. I'm trying to be silent. What will happen if he doesn't do it? I tell myself again, I want peace. Well, I'm just going to do it. It's okay. Or I'm going to wait again. But the truth is, before the 30 minutes even goes by, he goes and does it. And I keep on developing this ability to be still, to be silent, and not let situations or how people respond to what I ask them to do affect me. So I learned to keep counting and keep putting the time there and keep reflecting on myself, that it is about me acting in a certain way. It's got nothing to do with the other person. If you want someone to do something for you, they don't do it. That's fine. In your moment of reflection, remember, you are looking at your strengths. You are looking at the ideal that you want. You are taking time to speak, to listen, to use the power that dwells within you. How often are we silent in life? How often do you take time? Do you ever wake up in the morning and start your day with a moment of silence or silence? I do that very often. It is a moment to see yourself as you truly are. It's a moment to see yourself the way you want the world to see you. If you see yourself otherwise, you cannot expect the world to see you in a different way, because you're a true reflection of yourself, of your image. Learn to be still often. Don't blame situations. Don't blame people around you for responding or reacting the way you do. If you blame people, then you are reacting to them, and it doesn't bring you rest. And when you are silent, you know what? We have people also who pray. How often do you sit and say you want to connect with the divine? You want God to speak to you. You want to be inspired. You want some revelation. It is powerful. You will be amazed of how much power, how much creativity dwells within you. But if you don't learn to be silent, you cannot tap into that great power that dwells within you. You cannot connect to the divine within you. You cannot listen to the spirit within you that gives you guidance, that goes beyond words, that can guide you when there is danger, when there is turbulence around the way, that can speak to you in a very subtle manner and voice that don't go this way. It is dangerous. You only do that through the power of silence. When you learn to be silent, when you learn to listen to yourself, then eventually you grow, you develop the spirit within you. You become greater and greater, and you become more confident when you take decisions. And you know what? If you're encountering any challenge in life right now, the amount of time you need to be silent is directly proportional or related to how great the challenge is. In other words, the greater that challenge, the more time you need to spend in silence. The more time you need to spend in silence if your challenge is so great. Or the more consequences, the negative or detrimental, those consequences will be from a decision that you have to make, the more time you need to spend and be silent. and tap from the power within you and understand just what you want, how you want it to be, how you are feeling, how you can be in control. Remember, silence gives you the power to be in control because it gives you the power to take authority and you write your own story and you finish your own story the way you want it to be. It gives you the power to be able to tap into your inner wisdom, that spirit of discernment that you can only listen to through silence. Do not be quick to speak. Do not go about asking people for their opinions. You don't need so many people's opinions to make very important and life-changing decisions. You've got all the power and ability within you. You are connected to the great one, the divine within you, who gave you that great ability and potential to fulfill those wonderful, wonderful, amazing, qualities and goals that you had to fulfill on planet Earth. It is vital that when you get stuck, when you are challenged, you are silent. You find out you have everything within you to overcome your challenges. You will just find out how amazing and incredible you are. You will have self-control because you can be able to control the situation. You can be able to take control of how you're going to respond and speak in that situation and in that environment. And when you tap in from the presence of peace, joy, within you, of silence, you can speak stillness in your environment, regardless of how, challenging it might be, the turmoil that might be around you. You can speak peace because you speak from a place of inner rest. You speak from the depth. Thank you so much, my wonderful husband who is watching me right now. Thank you so much, my darling husband, for joining me, and it's a pleasure to have you on board. And I just mentioned you initially for one of my comments. Wonderful. And thank you all. I think I'm just going to stop now. It's just been amazing, and it's just wonderful when we listen to our inner self, when we listen to the great one, the divine within us, the spirit, the power within us. We are more powerful. We are much more inspired. Don't go about, if you want great ideas, you want to be so creative, learn to spend time with yourself, learn to be silent. Often you will find out a world of knowledge, information that dwells within you, and all you need to do is open the door of your heart and let it flow out of you. But if you are not silent, you can never be able to become aware of those amazing gifts and potentials that lie within you. Practice a habit of silence every morning. Meditate. When you pray, sometimes it's not only talking. You can be still and listen to what the spirit of the divine within you is communicating to you. We are too noisy sometimes, then we cannot hear the depth of the spirit within us. Thank you so much, princess. Thank you, my wonderful princess. I love you all. I cherish you all. I've not been live so often because it's been a very, very hectic week. The last months of this year is going to be really, really hectic for me. I will do my best, but I'm not sure I'll be able to have live, especially at 1 p.m. often, because I'm rounding up a lot of things, some projects I started mentoring. So we are doing a lot of live work. So I would be sending my apologies. I love you all. I'll do my best to pop in or pop by anytime. But I love you all, and I really hope you actually apply all the messages in your life. You apply this power of silence in your life. You'll be an incredible and a wonderful person, a wonderful individual. And I want to invite you all again, if you're around London, why not join me on the 1st and 2nd of December 2017 for the powerful 2 master classes, having clarity, vision, driven by vision. When you're clear, and that's one of the things, being silent, because vision is not something you see. Vision is an internalized mental picture. Vision is what you feel in the heart, that picture of the ideal life you want to live. Nobody can tell you that life that you desire. It must come from within you. If you've not learned to be silent, because when you're silent, remember, you get to know yourself. You know the things you love, the things that bring you satisfaction, fulfillment, peace, and joy. You know the things that bring you a lot of joy, and you want to do more of those things. And these things are inclined to your vision. They are inclined to the kind of life that you desire to have, that will bring you peace, love, satisfaction, and fulfillment. So why not join me? I know some people actually require, if there is actually some special offer, there is now. Go to my website, www.drsylvialikambi.com products. We have some free places. For those who follow me live, you can actually get in those places, because for me, it's about touching lives. Honestly, it's not how much you pay for it, but we have to cover the cost of the hotel, like I said. But there are some free opportunities, so grab yours now. Very limited. It's the Driven by Vision Masterclass and the Passion to World Creation Masterclass, where you can tap into your greatest passion. Thank you, my darling princess. If you don't know who you are, if you don't spend a lot of time with yourself, you might not be able to have clarity about the kind of person that you are. So you can take control of your life and control every situation and circumstance around you and just living a wonderful and a glorious and an amazing life. So join me on the 1st and 2nd of December 2017 at the Marble Arch Marriott Hotel, London for these powerful master classes. Honestly, your life can never be the same again. Have this powerful personal encounter with me. You know, real time, live. And also, we want to invite you, thank you for all the amazing likes, my darling. I want to invite you for the Power Couple Reunion. It's going to be incredible. If you are married, like I said, life is about having harmony. You cannot succeed in one area of your life while the other areas are down. It's only a matter of time. It's like having a puncture, a tire puncture. You know, I don't know if you've heard about the wheel of life. Everyone doing personal development would understand. It's like life is a wheel. You go over circles. You are born at one time. You belong to a family. Your spiritual development, your personal development. You get into a career. Then you start building your own family. You have relationships with others. Then what is it? You think of having finances, wealth. So that's just what it's called, the wheel of life in the field of personal development. So life just goes around that. If you are actually down in one area, there is rest and recreation. There is wealth creation. If you are down in one area, so you have a puncture in your tire, what happens? The entire tire is affected. Am I right? Thank you, my darling princess. The entire tire, even though the puncture might have happened only in one spot, that's just how it is. If there's one area in your life where you have a puncture, you're struggling, you know, it's so down. Maybe it's your family. Maybe they're your relationships. Maybe it's with your children. As a mother, believe me, it's only a matter of time. Your will is not going to be able to go, you know, properly. You have a flat tire and your car cannot move, you can't function anymore. That's why we hear people having breakdown. You see someone perfectly normal, very educated, very happy, very, you know, career-wise successful. Suddenly we hear the person has committed suicide. And people are wondering, oh my goodness, we usually see him. He seemed happy. He seemed so successful. He was the director of this company. What happened? Because there is a puncture in other parts of their lives. So it is vital to live a fulfilled and glorious life that we have harmony in our personal, spiritual development, career, our relationships, and every area. And that's why I'm so keen. And we know that marriages are the building blocks of communities. Families vitally are the building blocks of communities. We are having distorted communities that are falling apart, because if you look at it, lots of families are falling apart. Lots of families, you know. We can blame the government, we can blame whatever we want, but you know what? Hey, come on. We've got a responsibility. I want you to take control. Take control of your family life. Take control of your relationships. Back to you. You have the power. And that's when you get out to be still and silent. So why not join us for the Power Couple, you know, reunion? Every couple is a power couple because there is power in unity. Two is better than one. Iron sharpens iron. And the theme is reigniting the flame of love, passion, and intimacy in your marriage, so you can actually impact your children. A great marriage results to great children who are well established when it's built upon a great foundation. What happens? We build great children, and those children pick those principles. They become great citizens. They impact their environment, their friends in school, and we've got a great generation of children growing up. So come on, let's not neglect this thing. Book night is going to be awesome. It's going to be wonderful. We'll be having a 3-course luxurious dinner, and then there will be some surprises for you. We need to register by the 15th of November. Thank you all so much, beautiful people. Thank you. I'll take control. Wonderful. You take control, my darling princess. We're all in control. Long time, Ama. Thank you all for joining me. Let's go and take control of our life. You are in control. All right? Nothing that comes your way is capable of destroying you and breaking you down. You are far greater than you could ever imagine or think. And that greatness is entrapped within you. If you don't learn to be silent, no one can tell you who that amazing person is, because no one sees the seed of greatness. It's like you can't see, just giving you an orange seed, you can't see the orange in that. You can't see the great, amazing oranges, juicy oranges that it's going to produce. Am I right? But when it starts growing, it brings out from inside out, from what is trapped within the DNA, it brings it and reveals it to the world. That's just what silence does. It brings a powerful, amazing, and incredible you. You know, Princess Prudy, Amma, my wonderful husband, Ella, and all of you amazing people joining me. Make it a habit daily to be silent. When someone abuses you, someone, you know, makes you get so upset, do not react. Do not respond immediately. Be still. Be silent. Ask yourself, what is the ideal situation you will want? What kind of response will produce rest, peace, and tranquility within you? Ask yourself, what kind of response will you give now that will make you forever proud of yourself so you don't regret? Don't let people push you into doing the things that you don't want to do and you say they cost you to do. You take control. You be still. You be silent and reflect and become the best you in every situation and environment. I love you all and God bless you and thank you all for joining me. You've been listening to Dr. Sylvia Forchap-Likambi, an empowerment and transformation expert, a best-selling author, a life coach and executive coach. Why not join me, live, tomorrow I'll be live Friday at 9 p.m. Send me questions you want me to answer. Send me a theme. I don't prepare before because I have a very hectic life. But you see, because I'm used to tapping from within me. I'm used to listening. I was just coming up and I had to be silent to listen to what I'm going to talk to you today. And it just came to me, the power of silence. When you listen within you, people have asked me so often, how do you manage to do what you do? You speak without any notes, without anything. All of you can do that, and even much more better than I do and greater than myself, because you learn to tap from the power within you. When you're still, it is incredible. The power, the divine revelation that comes from within you. There is a transcendent power within each and every one with us when we are connected to our inner being that comes out and is revealed through our actions. So you have a wonderful day and God bless you all. I love you so much. I feel like staying with you all through, but I must go now. Thank you all. And if you've been blessed, please can you share to bless others? And I want to get your feedback. Spend more time being silent. Don't let people push you and you don't push people. God bless you. I love you all and thank you so much. You've been listening to Sylvia. Bye now. God bless you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Silence is part of God's wisdom. Very, very true. Silence is part of God's wisdom. Because like I always say, thanks for that, my darling. In my moment of silence, you know what? I love praying this prayer. What's my book? Let me show you. Oops. Let me get that. I hope I don't go out of this. This book, 7 Powerful Strategies of Overcoming Life Challenges. In fact, that's one of the power strategies I use in this book. If you've not got this book yet, get the book, please. It's going to help you a lot. It has wonderful 8 powerful strategies. And like you said, silence is the power, part of God's wisdom. When you are silent, one of the greatest prayers I pray, and I tell people in your moment of silence, is the serenity prayer. Maybe you're going through some very challenging moment in your life right now. You know what? When you're silent, it's an opportunity. They are not all battles in life that you and me have to fight. Some battles are not meant for me to fight. Some come to prune and shape me and make me to become more resilient and teach me how to become patient. I endure certain things. I'm not meant to change the situation. I'm meant to build myself and become more serene, even in the midst of that challenging situation. So in your moment of silence, it's about seeking for the wisdom. It's about praying like, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. For those things that you cannot change, sweetheart, we cannot always be in control of circumstances. We can be in control of ourselves. That's the only person we can control, in effect. We cannot control others. We cannot control circumstances. But we can control ourselves in such a way that we respond to circumstances based on who we are, based on the results and solutions that we desire. We are not pushed. In other words, we are proactive. We determine the sail. The wind might be coming to the north, and I choose that, hey, come on. Yeah, wind, I know you're going to the north, but you know what? I'm not ready to move to the north with you. I'm going to hold something so firmly, so I stay still on this path, because there's something I must get here. Oh, I'm going to change my direction. I'm going to hold on to things to support me, so you don't blow me away. I'm not carried away to move with you the way you want me to move. So silence is powerful, and then it's about giving me the courage, Lord, to change the things that I can change, and above all, the wisdom to know the difference. So in your moment of silence, you're like, is this something I've got the power to change? Is this something I'm meant to change so I can make my world a better place, my own life, much more better, and I become a better person, and I become more serene? Because there are some things that you are called to change. If you don't change that thing, you won't have peace. Have you seen when you go to a situation, a circumstance where you don't feel peace within you? It doesn't even concern you. Maybe a child is being hurt. You leave that place without doing something. You go home, you can't have rest. You were called to change that. You have turbulence, unrest within you. That child is calling you back to save them. So it's about you finding out, this is what I have to change. And you need that courage to change it. But only in being silent can you be revealed, divinely inspired, and have that revelation that, yes, this is what you need to change. And in the situation where you don't need to do anything, but you need to grow and become more resilient, you have the affirmation. And believe me, when you don't do anything, you have a sense of peace. When you are silent, no matter what they do, you know what? This is not my job. Because you don't want to spend your time and energy working on something you were never called to change. And when the real stuff of life comes that you were meant to change, you are exhausted and tired. You're going to sleep because you've spent your energy, fear, and focus on what you were never called to change. Yet there is no solution because you were not called to change that. Yet you have no peace and rest because you were never called to change that. And when the real stuff in life comes, you're exhausted. And that's why I say, come on, all my amazing, wonderful, and good people. There is so much negativity and bad news out there because we are silent. We are silent. Let's go out and make some positive, great, and wonderful news. Good news to change our world. You are a child of the kingdom. You are a great child, divinely, beautifully, and wonderfully made. Come on, go on and impact your world and live a great life. Above all is the wisdom, remember, to know the difference. And you apply what you're supposed to apply in the right time to bring about the difference. Thank you, my darling. I love you all and God bless you. Thank you for joining me. I love you all so much. Mwah. Thank you. I'm going to put it off now.